Hello, this is JL. Today I want to do a second video, more detail. Mainly is to introduce you to the new retro family that just came into the internet. Yesterday, the RetroArcade Mini, officially called RetroArcade Mini, and this is not called RetroArcade Mini. This is called RetroArcade FC. 3 inches, which come with 360 game and in one, which you cannot add any game to it. Now we measure the screen, and the screen was, let me turn this down. The screen was not fully let me get a game running. Now I recommend, if you get this, get it somewhere you know you're gonna get your shipping, free shipping back to them if it's defective. Okay, don't get a company which I purchased this equipment from, which is called Fun with a Y, FUNY root ROOT.com. Their price was reasonable. It's $35. With the first sign up, you get discount down to $32.91 plus shipping. But one thing bad was that I bought one out of two. One is defective, and they are not willing to work with me. This is a almost $33, and does not turn on anymore. On the second day, it just keep on shutting down, won't come up. If you leave it on, it came back up, and then once I stopped playing the game on second level, it totally died and never came back up again. Try to swap the battery from here to here, still doesn't work. Took the battery from here and put it here, it worked. Okay, so just want to let you know that you are buying stuff that is out of country, and it's going to cost more to ship it back to them than to buy it. So I know they will give you a free shipping, but once it's broken or something is defective, they will not give you your money back. Now some of the places you buy, they will. So I recommend go with the people you purchased this originally from. I trust eBay, I trust Amazon, because they back me up. If something go wrong, I tell them and I'm honest about it. I even do a video. I did a screenshot, put it on the dispute, and get my money back. Okay, so just a word of warning of by purchase a lot. Make sure if you're purchasing from someplace like I just did, someplace that I'm not familiar with, check with their return policy, or either get with eBay. Luckily, I purchased this from using PayPal, so they are still protecting me, and I just opened a dispute case with them. They are not willing to give me my money back. Sad to say, I purchased 2 from them. They will not give me my money back. Okay, well anyway, enough of that problem I have. Let's go into this new one. There is a difference between this one and this one. They're going to call both of them the same name. Okay, so that is the problem, is that some people will call this Retro Mini FC, or they will call it Retro Mini FC, but it's actually RetroArcade Mini. Okay, this one is actually called RetroArcade FC, and it comes with 36 in one. Now both of them will have 3 inches. Both of them have 4 buttons, have a reset, select, and start button. Okay, both will have a voice control. All right, turn it down, turn it up. Both of them will have power on and power off. Okay, both of them use the same battery, rechargeable battery, same kind of battery. Okay, and this one is, since it's not smoke color, you cannot see the board, what model chips that this thing is. And they use the same kind of battery that is listed here. Okay, so by looking at the battery, by looking at the pictures, it's very hard to know which one is which. Okay, now a lot of them did not do a video of this system, the back. Okay, so if it doesn't do a video from the back, you have no idea what the back look like. Now with this one, it is come with 2 controller and let you plug it into the big output to TV. Okay, now the connection for this one is a 2.5 millimeter, I believe. It's not the 3.5, not the standard connection. Okay, but they do provide you with the connection, the cable. So don't worry about it. It come with cable. Come with 2 controller. Now the controller is last time I called it the. Now this one is a family of this one. Okay, when they made this, the idea of making this, it was using taking this one and make it to, where's the sound control on this? Taking this one and actually make it to this one. Now this is also a 3-inch screen. Okay, this one is actually is 3 inches and this one is 2.5. And just to measure it, let you know, I think this one might be a little bit bigger. Let's make sure. Now, before I forget, the joystick, the controller, the external controller is, okay, it is a 2.678, 2.8. So they are both the same screen size. And from the top and bottom is 1.8. Okay, I keep on telling people the wrong number. It's 1.8. Alright, 1.8, and sideways is a 2.2. 2.2. And this one, the screen size is 678, 1.8. Okay, same size, and going to cost is 2.2. Same screen size, 2.2. Diagonally is 2.8. Okay, it's not, there's a 3 right there. It's not 3, it's 2.8. Now I know they say it's 3 inches, it's 2.8. Maybe they rounded the number, I don't know. Okay, but it's not. So it's exactly the same screen as this, but since this is have a black background behind it, it look like this is bigger than that, but it's the same size. Okay, they both are 2.8, but they call it a 3-inch screen. Okay, so what they did is they take this model and move it to here. But you would say, well, Johnny, how could that be possible? Because this looked like a Game Boy and that looked like a Retro. How could this be possible? Well, they came from the same family. Retro FC. Okay, 168 game. So it's the same company, same box, same design, same fish. You know, they show the fish, but it's actually, I don't think they have fish in this one, does it? When you first boot it up, no, it don't have fish. But anyway, fish is apparently their logo, and they make all this. They're the one who came out with all the fancy. This is for this one, okay? So that's the reason I bring this one out, because even though they didn't really, this model is not coming from Retro, from the one in the back. It didn't come from the Big Brother Retro. It came with a design, but the idea of it came from the Nintendo. Transfer this Nintendo to that Nintendo. Okay, so those of you who like to play this kind of controller, you will like this system, and this system will fit in a pocket. I will have to move my camera to show you fit in my pocket, but not the regular pocket. It's more like your coat, your jacket. You could pop this in, you know, to your jacket. So Let me see if I could demonstrate that real quick. So here's my jacket. So I could actually literally turn this off first, okay, and put this into my jacket like so. Okay, so you could carry it. I don't know if that is a good. You could actually carry it in your pocket, okay, like so. So it's pretty neat. I mean, it's small enough to put it in like this so it does not scratch your screen. Now I recommend to get screen protection because this thing scratch very easily. I already have some scratch line and I was using a cloth to clean it, but apparently this material is a very cheap material and get easy scratch. Now if you guys got Apple or screen protection, you know what I'm talking about. Some screen protection are very cheap, and if you buy a cheap screen protection, what do you call that, to put it onto the system, your phone seems to scratch faster than the original screen because the material that you purchase that protect the screen are not scratch resistant, and this screen is not really scratch resistant. Okay, so this FYI. And then I saw somebody trying to sell this exact same model 168, and it said you could plug the controller that come with this. Now this is 56 inches long. Okay, I had measured just now. Last video I did not measure it. I apologize, but I measured from once it's plugged in to all the way down to where the end of this. Okay, and it's 56 inches, not counting the metal, not including this. Okay, just without this, all the way to the other end is 56 inches. Okay, this do not work with the system, so don't let them fool you. I don't know why they say plug this in, turn this on. Maybe if you plug into a TV, I doubt it, because even if you don't plug into a TV, you should at least able to control it, and you can. Even I start a game, I still can't control it. Okay, so this is a lot of bad advertisement. I don't know why they even do that. Okay, so this one is out. So I want to make it clear, this one do not have SD card. Do not support any SD card, internal or external. There's YouTube that they did a teardown and it showed there's no SD card here. Matter of fact, the board is one piece. So I was hoping there's two pieces like the RetroArcade, so I could use the controller and maybe use it for Raspberry Pi. But apparently this controller and the motherboard are connected in one. So when that one got defected, you can't really fix anything. It's not really the button problem. It's a system board, something in the short circuits. So I recommend if you're going to charge this, use a regular battery charger. I know they say that it will support 5 volt. I recommend get something lower than 5 volt. Maybe like the one that I use for my rest of my Nintendo Mini, not Nintendo, Neo Geo Mini. I use that little Raspberry Pi, which only do 3.5 volt. That probably be better to charge this, because I really like this game. I really like, there's no duplicate, there's a lot of cool game. I let the system run the whole day without turning it off, and once the battery is running low, the screen start to get darker to a point it looks like it's going to shut down, like a automatic. You know how you don't touch this, it go to a screen mode where it go black. This doesn't go black unless the battery is dying. Okay, because once I plug the power back on this, the light come back up. By moving the joystick, the light doesn't come up, the game doesn't come back up. Okay, so just FYI. So what I did is I let it run, and it does last 5 to 5.5, maybe 6 hours, like they claim, of gameplay. So the battery does last a long time. Now when I charge it, it take almost as long as the gameplay, maybe 4 to 5 hours charging it, because I wake up every hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to check if this thing is fully charged. when it's fully charged, the red light will disappear in the back. Okay, so it takes about 5 to 6 hours to charge it, and you could play it 5 to 6 hours on this system. So it's doggone pretty good. I really love it. Only sad things about it is that want to be honest with everybody, this thing fell on me. Okay, this one died on me. Okay, now since I do video and I recommend new product, I do not know why the person will not say, you know what, you are advertising for us for free. Tell you what, I'll give you your money back because you bought 2. Let me give you money back. You know, and the person do not know how to, the salesperson are not very good, are not very friendly. Matter of fact, tell me to wait for 48 hours and then gave me an answer, say, swap the battery. That's the problem. Swap the battery. I said, that's not the battery. If you take the battery out and you plug it in, it still works. Okay, so it's not the battery. All right, so now let's go back to this one and say, well, how can you tell from this one, The RetroArcade Mini is going to look like this one, okay? But smaller version. The same size as this one over here. A lot smaller. This is a 4.3. And what it does, it does have an SD card in the back, okay? It doesn't have 2 controllers. It's using the mini controller like this, okay? And it's used for power up. It does not support a second controller. You support the second controller through this connection, okay? And the connection cable is going to be a 2.5 as well. Not going to be a standard 3.5, okay? It's going to be a 2.5. The SD card have an SD card, okay? And it doesn't have a power button in the back. The power button will be on the side like this one, okay? The power button will be right here on the side, okay? So to describe that more better in the back view is that it's going to have the controller, for the power. You have the video to go out, and then is in play with instead of this, it's going to be SD card here, and it supports 32 FAT. Now you guys know me, we know how to make that to more than 32. We can make it up to 128. Okay, so those of you who haven't know how to do that, check my old video, and he talk about that, how to get 128 gigabyte working on this kind of machine, because it only support 32 gigabyte FAT32. Okay, now let's talk about this a little bit, which the pro and the good and the bad. Okay, you will probably say, well, Johnny, why are you talking about bad? You don't even have one. Okay, well, here's the problem with what I see. In order to play 2-player, the game only come with 20 games, which is the Capcom. Okay, Capcom 1. 20 games. Now, those 20 games support 2-player. Now, the question is, does it use an internal or external card? It uses external card, but doesn't use internal. So, based on this system, it doesn't give you an option to go to the XD card. It only gave you the internal. So, if the game is not inside the system, you are not able to play 2-player. So if this system comes with the internal SD card, then it's a thumb up. But if it doesn't have no internal SD card, we are not able to hack this. We are not able to upgrade the system. We are not able to take the firmware and put it into another system. Now, one thing good pro about this one is it allows you to play 2-player at one time. It allows you to play Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Capcom 1, which is 2-player, Capcom 2, and Mega Drive, Sega Genesis, and Famicom. Okay, which this one only play Famicom, Nintendo only, and 360, and it allow you to read the game from the external CD. External MicroSD card. Okay, so you're able to play all these games in this system, and it comes with only 500 games, 20 games coming for 2-player. Okay, so total of 520. Okay, I will have the game description listed at the bottom of this video. you will able to see which 20 game that come with 2-player and which 500 game that come for the system. And I'll list it in the description, so take a look. I hope that it will fit on the one description, because they have YouTube have a restriction how many to put on the description. So I don't know if I could fit all that in one video in the bottom of the description, but I'll try. And this is how big it is, which is the same size as me holding this. Okay, all right, and it's the same exact size. The only thing is one is a smoke. Now, if you see a white and red, this is a Famicom, only play 360 game. Okay, if you see this, make sure it say it's 520 game. Then it will have SD card supported, external SD card. This do not support any micro SD card. Okay, only play Nintendo. It's a fixed system. You only play what is here. You cannot modify it, you cannot update it, you cannot change it. There's no internal SD card. This one will have external SD card. And I'm not sure if internal have internal SD card. If it does, that will be a plus. If it doesn't, still okay. You still could add more game using the external 128 gig, and I'll show you guys how to do this once I receive this. Now, this is going to take a month to get to you, because they just recently started making it. They just advertise it on eBay, on top.com, and from a lot of places. Okay, if you look, you will see it. Be careful where you purchase it. I wasn't careful. I purchased from this company called FUNY, root.com, and they're not giving my money back. The system was defected. So there's a chance you will get a system that is defected, which I bought 2 and I got 1 is bad. Okay, so it's 50-50%. You will get a bad system. Okay, so some people might get a good system, some people might get a bad system. If you get a bad system and you have no way of refunding it, I'm giving you a head up. Be careful who you purchase from. Okay, now if a company is a good company, they'll give you your money back. If it's a bad company, they will not even give you a free shipping for you to ship it back, and it costs about $45 roughly to ship this thing back to them. Okay, now this thing, it only comes with 2 cable, no controller. This one comes with 2 controller, which is 56 inches. Okay, it uses a mini connection. Okay, use a mini connection. It's not micro connection. Last time I called it wrong. Is a mini USB. Okay, mini USB, not the micro USB. Micro USB is the one you use for the phone. This is a mini USB. It's similar to PlayStation connection for charging your PlayStation controller. Same connection, same size. Okay, and then it comes with a video cable, and this video is going to be a 2.5 millimeter. Okay, it's not going to be a standard 3.5, so you have to use their cable. This do not plug into the TV, so I do not know if this will support TV. I do not know this will support another controller. So this one, in order to play 2-player, you have to buy another controller, another system. Okay, so, and okay, here's a picture of it. The sound control is on the side. Okay, this is not a this is not SD slot. This is just a value control, just like this one. It's only for sound. Okay, the SD card is in the back over here. Okay, all right, and only 4 buttons. The button is smaller than the original one. This is the button that comes with, and this is the original button. So it's smaller. Okay, not that big, small. Okay, so it's a totally different type of technology built. The system, the operating system, look more like a PlayStation PSP. It scrolls sideways. Okay, and allow 2-player with this cable plug in. You could choose 1-player or 2-player. If you plug 2-player, you choose 2-player at the same time you play the game system. So it's trying to use the the Game Boy link together is using the same idea. Okay, it play music. It also play music video. Okay, it should support MP4, but in this advertising it didn't say that. But on the demo on YouTube it say that. So we might look at that later a while. And this is what it look like. And this is what it support, 1 to 2 player. And that's what it look like on your hand. All right, so let's get out this and let's go see if we could find YouTube. All right, so the guy that I was looking at, he was speaking Asian, and one thing bad about it is the sound is not that great. Okay, the sound. Oh, why this?
If there was an apocalypse, I feel like you'd do well.
Oh, I would run things. I would get like a samurai sword.
You really.
I think those are the video that I was watching a while ago. Anyway, just FYI, take my word for it. The video does not. Let's search for it. RetroArcade, Retro Mini. The person that did the Retro Mini speak the Mandarin, and while he was demoing it, the sound wasn't that great. It turned out to be worse, and I'm hoping that we could add a different emulator to it, so the gameplay will be better. Okay, and this is the one that the guy was speaking Mandarin. Okay, it tell you that it came with this paper, and it allow you to hook it up with 2 player. So let's rewind. Let's fast forward this a little bit. It tell you what it's supposed to come with. That's all it come with: a piece of paper and 2 connection and a video. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what it's saying in Chinese, in Mandarin. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all it come with. Nothing else. Okay. So my question now is, does it support a controller? If it doesn't, that is a con, not pro, a con. Okay. And then if you look at the screen, if you look at that, if you notice, it looks just like PlayStation, the operating system. And somebody have actually upgrade. Let me turn the sound down. He's gonna demonstrate the 2 player, but he already went into a problem where the system didn't work. So yeah, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off to make it work. The company who developed this is DIY, and they're the one who's putting this together and sending it to America. They have 3 different companies that developed this. I think they have it in China, Taiwan, and Hong Kong. Okay, they also make this machine as well. So the operating system, if you look at it, it looked like a PlayStation, the operating system, and it looked pretty cool. Now I know they actually released this right here, the shell, and I haven't tried to install it yet, but it should work on customer firmware, that you could actually run this from the external SD card, and then you were able to have that, the way that look. Okay, so they developed the shell. He's just explaining to you how you control it, and then he also gonna do a demo. This is what it looked like, that nobody actually show you. So let me take a screenshot for the future. Might need it. Oh. I think I pressed the wrong button. There you go. By pressing the top and the home button, give me a screenshot. This is what it looked like. Okay. You're going to have an SD card like I was telling you, and then here's the plug into 2-player. So this is the EXT. So, and this is say TF. Okay, so this is, so let's see what it say. It's a voice control. Let's go back to the back, see what it say. This is turn it on and off. That's what he say. TF. Power. When you charge an LED light will turn on. That's what that one is. So let's go back what he just say. So that connection is not really for TV. It's for connect the two together. That's based on what he's saying here. And this is a DC 5 volt. It's not for controller 1 or controller 2. A DC 5 volt meaning that it's only for power. And this is the TF MicroSD card. If you look over here, it say DC. Let me see if I can zoom this. Okay. It say DC plus controller 1. See that? And it say AV out. And DC controller 2. So they make this on purpose very different. Well, this one will support TV out, AV out, and will support the controller. Okay. And this is selling roughly $35 or less. So if you buy anything more than $35 or more, you're spending too much money on this one. Okay. So it should be $29, between $29 and $35, not more than $35. On this machine, you will pay around from $35 up to $38 and maybe $42. Okay, if you pay more than that, they are whipping you off. Let me focus. Okay, so the US dollar price would be between 35 to 42. 35 to 42. For this one, it would be from 29 to 35. Okay, you could actually get it for 29 or $32. And you only play Nintendo, Famicom, 360 game. Okay. This one is $500. So I will give you the game list at the bottom of the description. See, okay, so let's see what else it does. Now, here's another warning. Some of the eBay, the people you buy from, will not guarantee this will not come in Asia. So if it's an SD card internal, doesn't have an internal SD card, you cannot change the ROM name. The ROM file is going to be in Asia, which you cannot read it. I cannot read it. Okay, so some company will tell you, yes, it is in English. So please check with them before you purchase this. Okay, please don't come to me and say, John, can you help me? Because I don't work for them. I don't need to support them. They don't even give me my money back, and they are the company who sell their product, and they will not give me my money back. I don't think I want to help them. Do you? No, I don't think so. So make sure you get the correct language before you buy it. Okay, make sure the ROM is not in Chinese. If you are not Asian, or people that know how to read Chinese, be careful what you buy. You're gonna get stuck with a system that have Asian writing on the ROM. Okay, so but you could change all this to English. But when you come into ROM, I can't help you because I don't understand those. Okay, so I asked one of the eBay I purchased 2 days ago. I asked him, can you tell me this is because when it first came out, it was 2 days ago. I asked him, can you confirm that the ROM that you're selling me is in English for 520 game? If you cannot, and if it's not English, please refund my money and cancel my order. They cancel my order. So that's telling you, and I purchased 2 of them. They cancel my order, telling you that, no, I don't want to sell it to you because if it's in Chinese, I don't want it. So they say, okay, it's in Chinese, sorry, here's your money back. So just FYI, double check with them before you purchase it, okay? Now, I did check with this other company. They was nice enough to give me all the 50 game was in the system. So I purchased from them because they are good customer service. They give you information before you ask them. So I went and bought from them, but they also sold out. They're from eBay, and I paid for it for $38, okay, which is not bad. It's not more than $42. The first one I bought was $42, but with discount I bought 2. I still paid $38. Okay, so this one, I don't think you have to pay more than $38. If you have to, I know TomTop.com are selling it for $35. It's a very good price. This time they do include the battery, okay, so that's good, because last time they sell the RetroArcade that look like this, which is blue at the bottom, still black and blue on here. They were selling it without the battery, a little bit cheaper than other people, like $67 or $69, but doesn't come with a battery, okay, doesn't come with a battery. And this, the one I bought, it does come with a battery. And so the one they're selling, this one, it does come with a battery. They also start selling this for $35 and come with a battery. Now, be careful, ask them. I already text them. I have not heard from them, okay? TomTop.com is also from China. I know it looks like English company, but it is a China company. The product came from China, directly shipped to you from China to you, not from American company. So TomTop.com is also an Asian company. I know it's all English, but it's Asian company, and not sure they will give you a refund if something broken. So double check with them. I didn't purchase from them. I already got scared from the funnyroot.com. So I'm not purchasing any other place other than eBay and Amazon. So that's my recommendation. I run into too many Chinese product that is defected. I am scared to buy any more Chinese product without the guarantee of free shipping. And only eBay and Amazon guarantee that. So Alright, so that's my advice on this system. So we talk about the up and down, the pro and con. I know I haven't got the system yet. Hopefully, now there's a chance that this system is going to be like this. You only can play 2-player with the cable. You cannot plug into the TV. You cannot plug another controller to it. This is a single solo system by itself. Okay? Just FYI, and there's a possibility there's no internal SD card. Based on what I see on this, when I saw the video that when they took it apart, they put the game inside the solid card, which the game is downloaded into the physical card that is solid. Solid means they put it permanent to the system on the system board, so you cannot modify, you cannot add, you cannot delete. So there is a possibility this one will not have internal SD card. So if you buy an Asian, you're gonna get stuck with Asian ROM. You cannot change it. Okay, so just FYI, unless they come with some kind of software upgrade that you could just upgrade it by running the SD card upgrade. Okay, so just let you know, this is a very early release. It won't be coming out till middle of next year, January 2019. You could order it. They don't tell you it's pre-order, but you are pretty much pre-order it. You won't see it until next year. All right, so hopefully all this will help, and I hopefully answer your question. Some of this, what I'm telling you, might be true. I've seen so many like this, and Who knows? I might be wrong. That's hopefully I'm wrong that they do have an internal SD card, and hopefully that I'm wrong that you could hook it up to the TV. So once I get it, I will do a demo and we will test that out to see if it works on the TV and would it work on another controller, another external controller. Now, just FYI, some people will ask, well, can you buy adapter and plug this into adapter, you know, this to this? Well, I did buy adapter and plug the regular controller. It doesn't work. Okay, I plugged the regular controller. The controller that will not work. You have to use their controller that come with the system. So if you buy adapter and plug it in, the controller didn't work. So just FYI, I already tried, it didn't work on this system. I was hoping that I could plug into the arcade 10 inches IPC screen and plug my controller into here, but it only gave the light. It didn't want to play. The controller did not work. Okay. All right, thank you for watching. But I do notice that this system will run. The new one I bought, it ran great. The gameplay great and didn't have any problem. Didn't have any shutdown at all at once. So this was a perfect unit that I got. Didn't have any issue. This one was everything a nightmare. Nothing worked. Dead. It will not come back up anymore. Goodbye. Adios. Sayonara. Dead. Okay. So be careful where you purchase it from. I'm still trying to get dispute, open up the case on this on eBay, PayPal, and hopefully I will be able to get my money back. But let's see what happens. All right, thank you for watching, and hopefully this helped you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.